ratio tables to determine in 2 ways which of the next 2 snails is moving faster. Explain your reasoning clearly in your own words. Snail A moves 3 inches every 2 minutes, and snail B moves 4 inches every 3 minutes.
So, we determined that in our ratio table, we put that snail A moves 3 inches in 2 minutes, and that snail B moves 4 inches in 3 minutes. So what we did to determine who was going faster was we divided the inches by the minutes to get 1.5 for snail A, and then 4 divided by 3 to get 1.33 for snail B. And what this means is that snail A is going 1.5 inches per minute, and that snail B is going 1.33 inches per minute. So therefore, snail A is faster because they are going a longer distance in the same amount. Marge made light blue paint by mixing 2½ cups of blue paint with 1 3/4 cups of white paint. Homer poured another cup of white paint into Marge's paint mixture. How many cups of blue paint should Marge add to bring the paint back to its original shade of light blue? Use the most elementary reasoning you can to solve this problem. Explain your reasoning.
Okay, so we set up a ratio table to determine what we needed to figure out, which is how many cups of blue paint we needed to add. And then we decided to set up a cross-multiply problem. So after doing that, we determined that we need 1 4/10 more cups of blue paint to get back to the original mixture. Pat mixed blue paint with yellow paint in a ratio of 2 to 5 to make a green paint. For each of the following fractions, interpret the fraction in 2 ways in terms of Pat's paint mixture, but not as ratios. So it was 2/5 and 5/2.
Okay, so we made a ratio table with blue paint and yellow paint. So with 5 cups of blue paint, there's 2 cups of yellow paint to make green. So to figure it out and multiply, so to get for the next one, we had to divide by 5 each time to get 1 over 2/5. And then for the next one, we had to multiply by 2. So 5 times 2 was 10, and 2 times 2 was 4. And then for the next one, we had to divide by 2. So 5 divided by 2 is 5/2, and 2 divided by 2 is 1. So then for 2/5, this is the cups of yellow paint I need to put if I add 1 cup of blue paint, and then for 5/2, this is the cups of blue paint I need to put if I add 1 cup of yellow paint. If sales taxes are 7%, then how much should you charge for an item if you want the total cost, including tax, to be $15? Explain the reasoning behind your method of calculation.
So for this, we kind of just took like a guess and check approach, and we started around dollar amounts that were close to $15, and we figured out that 1402 multiplied by the 7% will give you enough tax to make it equal $15. So you have to charge $14.02 for an item to be $15 after tax. I simply just multiplied 1402 by 7% to get 0.98, which is the tax. So if you add $14.02 plus 98 cents, you get $15. Every week, Dollar Deals lowers the price of its item it has in stock by 10%. Suppose that the price of an item has been lowered twice, each time by 10% of that week's price. Explain why it makes sense that the total discount item is not 20%, even though the price has been lowered twice by 10% each time. What percent is the total discount?
Okay, so it is not lowered by 20% because you take 10% of the first price and then 10% of the new price. So there's a difference between just doing 20% and then doing 10 and then doing 10 more off of the new one. So $20 was our original price. So if you times that by 10%, you get $2. And then 20 times 2 is 18. So $18 times 10% equals $1.80. So we subtracted that by 20 and got 16.2.